is that we've tried to turn a very tragic moment, Simone Biles quitting the Olympic team, into this act of heroism. And I think it reflects pretty poorly on our sort of therapeutic society that we try to praise people not for moments of strength, not for moments of heroism, but for their weakest moments.
Simone Biles, one of the most celebrated athletes in gymnastics history, had the whole world talking during the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. While Biles has been widely supported by many for her controversial decision to withdraw from the event, we count down those who have been very critical to the point of downright cruel. Here is a look at some of the notable figures who had a problem with Biles's decision. 7. Mark Robinson. During a speech to the Alexander County Republican Party, Mark Robinson, the lieutenant governor of North Carolina, launched an attack on Simone Biles while acknowledging that his comments might not be well received. Robinson criticized Biles for withdrawing from the Olympics, implying that she lacked the resilience and strength of previous generations. "I ain't no little weak gymnast that quits when the going gets tough," he declared, echoing sentiments expressed by other critics who viewed her decision as a sign of weakness.
"I'm not like somebody out there flipping around on TV on some monkey bars out there trying to get a gold medal for myself."
Robinson's comments were met with laughter and cheers from the GOP audience, as he continued to portray Biles as an insufficient person who failed to put the nation first. He contrasted his own motivations with those he attributed to Biles, suggesting that he was working for a bigger cause and for the benefit of future generations, whereas he characterized Biles's actions as self-serving. 6. Charlie Kirk. Conservative political activist Charlie Kirk launched a harsh attack on Simone Biles after she withdrew from the women's all-around team final at the Tokyo Olympics, citing mental health issues. Kirk called Biles a selfish sociopath and a shame to the country on his podcast, The Charlie Kirk Show. He criticized Biles for prioritizing her mental health, stating, "We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles." Charlie sinks even farther with this shocking comment.
Who does that? It's a shame to the nation. You just gave a gift to the Russians.
Kirk's comments came despite Biles's explanation that she withdrew to protect herself from potential injury due to not being in the right headspace. Biles expressed her concerns about jeopardizing Team USA's chances of winning a medal, explaining that she was still struggling with her mental health. She emphasized that she wanted the Olympics to be for herself, but felt pressure to perform for others, which affected her well-being. 5. Clay Travis. Clay Travis, a Fox Sports host, was another vocal critic of Simone Biles' decision to withdraw from the Tokyo Olympics. On a Fox News program, Travis demanded that Biles apologize to her fellow athletes, arguing that her withdrawal was not heroic, but instead a failure to perform her duties as a team player. He expressed concerns that Biles' decision to prioritize her mental health over competing sent the wrong message, claiming it was making quitting acceptable and even praiseworthy. Travis compared Biles to other sports legends like Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, and LeBron James, suggesting that she should be held to the same standard of performance as these athletes. He criticized Biles for wearing a leotard with a goat symbol, representing the greatest of all time, and then not fulfilling that role during the competition. According to Travis, Biles's absence may have cost her team a chance at a gold medal, and he believed she should have stepped aside sooner to allow another athlete to compete.
By the way, taking away an opportunity from another athlete that would have loved to represent the United States in Tokyo. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Travis's remarks focused on the traditional view that winners never quit and criticized the praise Biles received for her decision, arguing that it devalues true heroism. He insisted that Biles should apologize to her teammates for leaving them when they needed her most, viewing it as a breach of the team sport's fundamental principles. 4. Aaron Rits. Aaron Rits, the Texas Deputy Attorney General for Legal Strategy, was another critic of Simone Biles' decision to withdraw from the Tokyo Olympics due to mental health concerns. In a tweet that he later deleted, Rits shared a video of gymnast Kerri Strug's performance at the 1996 Olympics, where Strug famously competed on the vault despite having an injured ankle, helping the U.S. team secure a gold medal. In the tweet, Rits contrasted Strug's actions with what he called the selfish, childish national embarrassment of Simone Biles. Rits' tweet sparked immediate backlash from the public, who criticized his comments for being insensitive and failing to recognize the importance of mental health. Some took it even further to imply Rits was coming from a place of prejudice.
A lot of that criticism is tinged with some misogyny and racism, right? These are Simone Biles is a Black woman, Naomi Osaka.
The uproar prompted Rits to issue a public apology, which he pinned to his Twitter page. In his apology, Rits acknowledged that he owed Biles a big one, and admitted that his previous statement did not reflect the views of the Texas Attorney General's office. He expressed regret for commenting on subjects for which he was not adequately informed and recognized the challenges Biles faced. Rits went on to praise Biles, calling her a true patriot and one of the greatest gymnasts of our time. He expressed his sincere apologies to her and wished her well. His retraction highlighted the complex nature of public discourse surrounding mental health, as well as the need for greater understanding and compassion when discussing the challenges faced by athletes like Biles. 3. Doug Gottlieb. Doug Gottlieb, a Fox Sports host, was notably critical of Simone Biles being named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year for 2021. In a heated response to the announcement, Gottlieb expressed disbelief and frustration, accusing Time Magazine of misunderstanding the impact of Biles' actions. He went on to mock Simone's mental health issues in an absurd comparison.
When you say that they're trying to please everybody by, voting Simone Biles, I don't think that's it at all. They're trying to please a certain part of the population, right? They're trying to please the woke kind of crowd that really cheers for this stuff. But that does not by any means make up the vast part of the population.
Yes, you're correct. But it's a lot like saying your mom has cancer. No one can question it.
Gottlieb acknowledged the seriousness of mental health issues, such as depression and the need for greater awareness, but believed Biles' situation was different, labeling it as having the yips, or twisties. He criticized her for taking away opportunities from other gymnasts by initially choosing to compete and then withdrawing. Gottlieb compared her situation to an NFL player, like Aaron Rodgers, opting out of a critical game, questioning whether the same level of understanding would apply. While Gottlieb recognized the impact of the Larry Nassar abuse scandal on Biles, he argued that she did not cite it as a reason for her withdrawal. He dismissed the notion that there were people actively rooting against Biles, stating that fans simply wanted to see her perform. Gottlieb's comments reflected a perspective focused on performance and competition, challenging the recognition of Biles' decision as a courageous stance on mental health. 2. Ben Maller. Yet another Fox Sports host who had a problem with Simone Biles was Ben Maller, who labeled her as the biggest quitter in sports. On his radio show, Maller accused Biles of going AWOL, likening her withdrawal from the competition to desertion in the military. He argued that Biles' decision to step back was a dereliction of duties and that she abandoned her responsibilities to her team. Maller expressed frustration with what he perceived as the selfish nature of Biles' decision, focusing on the opportunity that he believed was taken from another gymnast who could have competed in her place. He suggested that a faceless gymnast missed their chance to participate in the Olympics because Biles initially chose to compete, only to withdraw later. According to Maller, this hypothetical athlete would have seized the opportunity and not walked away from the competition.
Some faceless gymnast who missed getting on Team USA by one spot, who would not have walked away, who would have loved the opportunity to be in Tokyo and to compete, could have been a life-changing opportunity. But instead, they're sitting home somewhere watching Simone Biles. I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. That's it. I'm sorry.
Maller's comments underscored a perspective that values perseverance and competition above all else, criticizing Biles for prioritizing her mental health over her athletic performance. 1. Piers Morgan. This critic had the most demeaning and cruel remarks directed at Simone Biles, going as far as writing a full article for the Daily Mail, verbally attacking her.
Piers Morgan, returning to his more natural realm of being a huge dick, said there's nothing heroic or brave about quitting. Buck Sexton.
Former Good Morning Britain host Piers Morgan criticized Biles' decision to withdraw from the Olympics, suggesting it was due to a poor performance rather than legitimate mental health concerns. Are mental health issues now the go-to excuse for any poor performance in elite sport? What a joke, Morgan tweeted to his 8 million followers. He argued that athletes should simply admit to performing poorly and strive to improve, asserting that kids need strong role models, not this nonsense. Morgan continued his attack in his article, accusing Biles of giving up at the first hurdle and abandoning her team during a crucial moment. He implied that Biles was not a strong role model and accused her of prioritizing her own interests over those of Team USA. He pointed out that Biles called herself the greatest of all time and suggested that she brought the pressure upon herself. Morgan dismissed her reasons for withdrawing, arguing that the Olympics are not supposed to be about fun but rather a serious test of athletic prowess. His comments mirrored similar criticisms he had previously directed at tennis star Naomi Osaka, leading many to accuse Morgan of targeting Black women who struggle with mental health issues. Despite his harsh words, Morgan's criticism was met with widespread backlash from those who viewed Biles' decision as a brave and necessary step to prioritize her mental health. After seeing Simone Biles thrive on the Olympic podium in Paris, Morgan recently issued an apology for his despicable behavior.